We need to talk about the modern myth that there's one best person for a job. I'm so glad that you posted this comment because we have to unpack this. Folks, there's no such thing. There's no one best person for the job. And I get this comment a lot from people who get frustrated and say, JT, they didn't go with the person with the most experience. They didn't go with the person that could do the job the best. There's no such thing. And I'm going to prove it to you, okay? Because the reality is hiring is discrimination. Think about that for a minute. All hiring is discrimination. You see, when they get down to 20 candidates that essentially all have the same experience, right, that can be calibrated that way, they now have to discriminate and choose one because they can't hire all 20. It's very similar to you going into the grocery store and there's a big pile of apples. You're not going to buy all the apples. You only want to buy one apple. That's all you can afford and that's all you want at the moment. So in that moment, guess what you're going to do? Discriminate because you have to pick one apple over the other. Maybe you like an apple that's tartar and you heard green apples are tartar, so you pick that. Or maybe you're hungrier, so you want a bigger apple. In that moment, you discriminate. Now, there are protected classes, and the government does its best to help people not get discriminated against for various things. And obviously, they're not always successful. But even that aside, at the end of the day, all hiring is discrimination. And so you need to understand that because just because you have the best experience or the most experience doesn't make you the best candidate. There is no such thing. There's more than one person that can do that job. And so they will discriminate. And you can say you don't want to play the game and you don't want to learn about these new things that I'm teaching you here on this app. And that is okay. That is 100% your choice. But I'm just here to tell you, as a 20-year veteran of this, every day that you don't lean into the new realities, you put yourself further behind. And there will always be people with the same experience as you who are actually willing to learn these things and use them, and they will win the game because it is a game, whether we like it or not. It is a competition, and you are hoping they pick you. You are hoping they discriminate and choose you, and you need to use everything in your toolkit to make that happen. Whatever you can do, however you can upskill. That is what you need to be thinking about here. So I'm grateful for you to let us have this conversation. I know it's a hard conversation, folks, to have and to hear, especially my folks that have a lot of experience, but you've got to think about the whole package. What do you bring and what can you do to stand out and be the must have candidate? Doesn't mean you're the best candidate. Notice the whole time I've been talking about that here on this app. I talked to you about being the must have candidate, not the best, because there's no such thing. Okay. Thank you, folks. Keep the questions coming. If this is helping you, ask questions, follow me here, post whatever I can do to assist you. Okay. And if you'd like to work with me and my team, you can find out more in the link below. Good luck. Go get them.